morning and welcome back to America's Got Talent. Wait, no, just kidding. This is my YouTube channel. Welcome. Today, we're making hummus without a recipe. I've made hummus before. I should definitely know how to make hummus. And like, honestly, this hummus is for tomorrow's family lunch. So, high stakes that I get it right. I'm going to try my very best. I should definitely 100% know how to make hummus. But now that I'm sitting here with all of this stuff in front of me, I'm like, I'm going to fail. This is America's fail network. Worst fails. Don't worry, no, I'm going to succeed. I'm going to do it. So first, I've got a number of ingredients that I pulled out with no reference. Except for that I've made hummus many times. I'll be fine. Of course, we're going to start with some chickpeas. So 10 out of 10. Garbanzo beans. I'm going to save the juice. I got this measuring cup because I'm going to pour the juice in it. I read somewhere that you should use the juice to help you blend your garbanzo beans instead of water, and I don't really know why, other than it's just like your garbanzo bean juice. Like, why wouldn't you use it? Like, it's called aquafaba, and you can use it for lots of things. You can whip it into like a vegan like whipped cream, or you can use it to make like it can actually function like meringue does, and you can cook it in the oven, and it's kind of cool because you don't need it to be like a dry day, because with regular meringues you need it to be really dry and not moist at all for your meringues to cook, but aquafaba doesn't need that, so that's kind of cool. But for this, I feel like it doesn't matter. It's just like your thinning liquid. I'm going to pour it in here because I don't need all of it. I know I don't need all of it. But I'm going to start with that. 10 out of 10. Amazing. Skills. I'm going to pour it into my food processor. I have this mini food processor. Well, my mom has this mini food processor. And it's so cute and adorable. And it's kind of great because we don't really need like a giant food processor. Because like, this is enough for like the hummus that I'm making right now. So that's kind of 10 out of 10. So I got my chickpeas in here. And I've got some tahini, and I know you need quite a bit of this. It's sesame paste. It smells good. I like tahini. Some people don't like it or don't know what to do with it. I think I'm adding probably like 2 tablespoons of that. It's really good. Adds like the classic hummus flavor that you're like, oh yeah, that's some hummus. I'm going to add some of this lemon juice, maybe about like a tablespoon of that, even if it's not like a lemon flavored hummus. I know it needs this, just for like the zingy flavor. I'm adding some garlic because I love it. I'm adding probably about like 2 teaspoons of garlic. I want this to be like a garlic hummus basically, and I know that this stuff, like this pre-chopped garlic, isn't as potent as like fresh garlic. And honestly, if my culinary teacher saw me using this like pre-minced garlic right now, she'd be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this with your life? I think it's easy. I think the fresh garlic is better, but sometimes, you know, you're just lazy, and that's how it be. I don't actually think I have any fresh garlic right now, but I have this nice Costco pre-chopped garlic container, which is great. I'm going to add some oil. It's supposed to be olive. This is avocado because I like avocado. But if you have olive, like, go ahead. I'm putting like probably 2 tablespoons of that too. This is nice to like thin it out and give it that like rich quality to it. Nice little oil quality. You can make hummus oil free, obviously. If you don't like oil, you can just use more of like the chickpea liquid to thin out your hummus enough. But I like it. I think it does add kind of like the rich velvetyness of hummus. See, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. Salt, because chickpeas are super bland. I'm adding kind of a lot. Probably like a teaspoon. Doesn't matter because even if I did measure this, I would have no basis as to whether or not I'm doing it right. But that's probably about a teaspoon. We'll see. We'll see. I love Mediterranean food. There was this store when I lived in California called Hummus Republic, and it was so great. It was at the mall, and we would go there. Like, I would go there every time we went to the mall, and they had wraps, and they had like fresh pita chips where they took the pita bread and they just deep fried it, and like their hummus was so good. So 10 out of 10. I kind of miss it. Gotta find a good Mediterranean place here. That's probably like a teaspoon of black pepper. I don't actually think a lot of hummuses have black pepper in it, but I like it, so I'm adding it. And that's how it be. Then I have this parsley. We actually have fresh parsley and not just dried, so that's kind of nice. Gotta get that nice parsley. Gotta get that nice parsley flavor. I think parsley's great, but I think cilantro is gross. I hate it. You can judge me all you want, but I think it tastes like soap, and also it makes my stomach really sick. So I'm gonna pour some of this chickpea liquid in here. Our nice aquafaba. I think that'll be enough to make it blend. So we're gonna try. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna roll with it.
Later.
It's having trouble embracing this parsley into its life. I think the parsley got caught in the lid. I'm offended. This came out of the wall. I probably knocked it out. It's fine.
2 hours later.
It's still looking a little chunky. Still a little thick. I'm gonna taste test it though and see like how we're feeling, how we're vibing. Hey, that's not that bad. that's actually pretty good, considering I didn't measure any of these and I started with no recipe or anything. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this liquid so it can thin out a little more. I'm gonna add a little more oil to it too, because it's still really thick, but the flavor is nice.
1 eternity later.
Gotta say, really repping for this mini blender. I think it's great. The only qualm I have is that like if you have to blend something for a long time, you have to hold this down because it's like a button kind of thing situation. You can't just like flip a switch like a blender or like a large food processor, and like maybe you can't do that with a large food processor. I don't remember. I haven't used a large food processor in a while. But I think you can hit a button and it just stays on. But this you have to like hold down for however long you're blending, and this kind of takes a long time. So. It looks nice. I'm just trying to get that like parsley fully encompassed. You probably see me eat with the back of the spoon like all the time, but it's because I already like tasted it with the front of the spoon. I think this is really good. I think this is great. I'm just trying to like blend all this parsley in there. I'm fine. I'm not upset at parsley. I'm just upset that it's not blending in faster. I'm gonna add a little teensy tiny bit more oil. I've probably added maybe like 3 tablespoons of oil by now, but you know what? It makes it taste fresh, and I think that's great. Nice, fresh. Well, it doesn't make, like I said earlier, it makes it taste rich, not fresh. What is with this liquid? I'm really struggling. Okay, so I have a clean spoon, and I'm taste testing our final product. You know, it's not often that I just stick a spoonful of hummus in my mouth, so that was kind of odd, but it's good. I enjoy it. I think it's perfect. I think it's 10 out of 10. I think this would be great on wraps. It's like, it's not too salty. It's just like you wouldn't eat hummus with a spoon anyway. So having it on vegetables and like breads and stuff will tone it down a little. Like I said, it's not too salty. Like it's not overpowering. Maybe some people would think it's overpowering, but I don't really think it is. I think it's great. I think the garlic comes through really well. I think it's not like too acidic with the lemon juice that I added, but I think it's enough to give it a little like zing. I like the sesame, the tahini coming through a lot. I think I added great amount of that. And I love the nice like velvety flavor that the oil did to it. So it's really nice. Yeah, super easy hummus. Like I said, I'll put the ingredients and the measurements of what I did here in the description below because I actually really like this and I'm gonna eat all of it. I'll share it. I'll share it with my family. But yeah, that's hummus, you guys. Super easy, super quick. Even without having a recipe. Actually, probably not having a recipe made it quicker because I just threw things in there. But it's, yeah, like super quick, super easy. Make this, slap it on some vegetables, some carrot, and it doesn't have any of like the sugar or preservatives you get. Like I like some Sabra hummus, don't get me wrong, but like your own hummus, it's this easy to make. It's literally 8 ingredients. Yeah, 8 ingredients and that's it. Like you have this like delicious dip for vegetables and breads, and you can put this in wraps. So you should definitely give it a try because this was fun and it tastes good. So thank you guys so much for watching and participating in this lovely hummus making session because I had a great time and I hope you had a great time. And if you liked this video and you had a great time, hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to my channel for more cooking content with me. And we can be friends because I have linked all of my social media in the description box down below. And I love you guys so much. Goodbye.